Good morning, adventurers. So today I decided to take a trip out to Mansfield Hollow in Mansfield, Connecticut. We are just outside of Storrs and the Yukon campus. Now, my intention was to do the 4-mile hike, but we are having a little snow flurry going on. It is extremely windy here because we're right next to a lake down there, and it is cold. So I think 4 miles today would not be a wise decision, but I did want to bring you out here and show you the area. And then I think we're going to go on the 1-mile hike, which is a little bit away from the water. So here we have, this is a little picnic area where you can come out, bring some charcoal, you can barbecue in the official barbecue areas. There is no alcohol allowed here because this is a state park, but you can come with your family and sit out here in the woods and have a nice little picnic, which I think we will definitely be doing with the kids once it is appropriate for the weather. There's also out here, there's a big field. So if you want to come, throw frisbees, play ball, kick soccer balls, they have a net set up over here. You can bring horseshoes. There's a little horseshoe section set up over there. And it's a really nice, well-maintained park here in Connecticut. The lake is fairly large and it's very popular for boating. If I can get my hands on a kayak, we'll probably come out here kayaking at one point around the lake. But Mansfield Forest has a lot of walking trails. I want to say, I believe there are 6 different walking trails here in the park. And they even have a trail which is all paved and very smooth, convenient for runners or people who don't want to venture out into the woods. It just goes along a levee drainage trail, and I'll take you over there in a second. But if you want to find any maps for the trails around here, they are available on the Connecticut DEP website. They even have a nice covered picnic area in case you wanted to come out on a possibly rainy day. Although I believe this is the only one here, so you may be sharing with other people. Yes, and do not seek shelter during thunder and lightning storms in the pavilion. They also have some public restrooms here for those of you who are concerned about that kind of thing. They are closed for the winter right now, but they will open up again during the spring. And I believe these are either composting toilets or they are actually plumbed. These are not just outhouses. Here's one of the barbecue units. As you can see, they're not just all rusted out things that you normally see in parks. They do maintain their stuff pretty well here. I don't know how often they change them out, but it's nice to know that they are checking. So here we are on the paved trail path that they have here. And as you can see, it is really nicely paved, and it goes off in this direction over here and in the direction that way. Here's a nice shot of the field that they have here. As you can see, plenty of room for a lot of people to come out and have fun together. Here is the horseshoe pit that I mentioned earlier. Come out here and get a game going with your friends. I'm not really sure what the uncut grass area here is for. Possibly a sanctuary area for birds and bugs native to this area. I'm sure it has a purpose. It may just be to maintain the ecosystem in the park, or possibly as small walking areas where kids can see different insects and wildlife. So here we have another little parking area and a little field. just in case it's really busy here. Although I gotta say, I've never seen a ton of people. There's definitely more people today than I thought there would be. I thought I was gonna be the only one to come out here, but there are still a lot of people walking and walking dogs, so I guess this is a popular place to come even in the winter. We are gonna hike the red trail today. So originally I was planning to do the yellow, which was a 4-mile hike, but I don't mind telling you, it is cold out and the wind is making it even worse. So I'm gonna do the shorter 1-mile red trail today. And we'll come back out and do the yellow trail another time. So the red trail comes down to a section of Mansfield Hollow Lake. And this is actually only half of it, and the smaller half, in fact. But I was walking down the red trail and I came to this single solitary picnic bench. So if you want a nice, secluded, very quiet spot to bring your kids and have a pleasant picnic without dogs or other people, there is this little hidden bench down the red trail right next to the lake. Amazing view. I suspect they want me to go that way. So the trail definitely narrowed a little bit down here, but we are getting a very nice walk right next to the lake. Very pretty. Now I ask you, how does a car get all the way out here? So here's something interesting. I'm walking through the woods and somebody has been out here playing around making lean-to shelters from the sticks laying on the ground. All right, looks like we got to cross the road here. Interesting. So the red trail brought me back out here to the picnic area that we were looking at before. So if you were so inclined, you could start on the red trail and then go on to the blue or yellow trails from here. Make your hike even longer. So we are back almost to the parking lot where I'm going to get into my truck and go home. But I gotta say, that trail was a bit more aggressive than I had expected. There were definitely plenty of ups and downs to make it interesting. And I really appreciate that the trail was very well marked. There were paint marks on the trees indicating where to go. It was all very clear. We went down, we walked along a nice lake path. We saw some pretty scenery, and then we cut across the road, came through the woods, and now we're back to the field. So that'll be all for today. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave me comments, let me know what you think. This has been my little adventure. Now it's your turn. Go out and find your adventure, and I'll see you next time.